First at 5, a new and sweeping report by the Rhode Island Attorney General examined decades of child sex abuse by priests at the Roman Catholic Diocese of Providence. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. The AG says his office reviewed 250,000 records dating back to the 1950s. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with what to know. Tim?
More than 300 victims, 72 priests credibly accused, decades of systemic cover-ups. That was the conclusion of the report released earlier today, but the diocese claims that was the church of old.
These are the priests that we have added.
After a near 7-year examination of one secret church archives and personnel files dating back to 1950, Attorney General Peter Neronha released a major report examining child sexual abuse by priests in the Diocese of Providence.
This is a slide I call Heartbreak by the Numbers.
The report found the survivors of sexual abuse were predominantly male, between the ages of 11 and 14 years old, and it took 26 years on average for survivors to report abuse. The last documented case of abuse happened in 2011, but Neronha says the church continued to fail its flock.
And don't tell me that this is history.
He says then Bishop Thomas Tobin wrote a letter to the Vatican in 2022 telling officials in Rome that while the actions of one credibly accused priest were repugnant, the priest had conducted his ministry in exemplary fashion and without scandal.
If anybody out there, whether you're sitting in this room or out in the public, can reconcile those two phrases, okay? In 2022, you tell me. You tell me.
As your bishop, I take this responsibility very seriously. There are no credibly accused clergy in active ministry.
Bishop Bruce Lewandowski, Tobin's recently appointed successor, released a video to parishioners on Wednesday. He says the church has made great strides and implemented mandatory reporting policies.
The report statistically shows that these long-standing measures have been very effective. This commitment is ongoing and is integral to the church's life and mission.
Lawmakers are again considering a bill that would give survivors more time to file a civil suit against the diocese if they were victims of sexual abuse, and a detective who worked on this report says they will always investigate allegations criminally.
We want survivors and anyone with information to know that it is never too late to come forward, even if the abuse occurred many, many years ago.
Mike and Shannon, among the proposed changes, Neronha is also again pushing lawmakers to change the second-degree sexual assault law. Right now, the statute of limitations on that is 3 years. For victims under 18 years old, he wants that window to be 10 years.
Tim, no one new is getting criminally charged as a result of this report.
Yeah, no, Mike, no one new is being charged here. I will say 4 priests were charged while they were conducting the examination. 1 priest has since died, and 3 others are awaiting trial. But this is interesting. Neronha did say his prosecutors looked at whether anyone from inside the administration of the diocese should be charged or the church itself. But in the end, he says the evidence just wasn't there.
All right, Tim, thank you.